day 3 of this cold. I'm talking through my nose. It's just horrible. I'm going to try to make it through the day. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to scream alrighty then. My eyes are all, oh my goodness. And the lights, man. Anyway, woe is me. Woe is me. Here we go. We got this question yesterday, and it was in the end of the show. And so we said we would cover this. We're going to go through this today. Truth about motorcycle ministries, protocols, conduct, and religious motorcycle club differences. They get a rap, these motorcycle ministries. Is it deserved? Is it fair? Is it real? Or just, more rah-rah BS? And we're like, what do we expect from our motorcycle ministries? I've talked about this subject many times. Today, we're going to be taking a clear, honest look at the topic that continues to generate debate across the biker set, motorcycle ministries. What they are, what they're not, and why the confusion around their conduct is creating tension on the road. And it's going to be cool because our show co-host, all the times I've talked about this, it's never been from, we've never had like an expert's perspective that's in a motorcycle ministry that does this. Motorcycle ministries exist for a specific purpose that we come to understand on the motorcycle set. Outreach, service, and spiritual support within the biker community. With that calling comes, of course, higher expectations. Like a medical person in the military. There's expectations that we have of that person, the chaplain, not exemptions. But many in the MC world are asking legitimate questions about some of these so-called motorcycle ministries. Why do some MMs appear to bypass traditional protocol in order to get started? Why do they sometimes receive passes that other clubs do not? And why does this on-the-road behavior of some ministries look no different than outlaw clubs, 1%er clubs, or regular clubs? Like in the pictorial on the thumbnail. We got a whole bunch of MM guys in a strip club acting like everybody else. Not saying that people can't be men, but what are you looking for in a club that's supposed to be representing and speaking of, about, and promoting the Lord? So we're going to be breaking it down, the true purpose of the mission of the motorcycle ministry, the protocols and expectations placed on motorcycle ministries by the broader biker community, and why behavior on the set matters more than the name on the back. How perception is shaped within ministry parties, how perception is shaped when ministries party, patch issues, or ignore standards. So we're going to talk about this today, and it's going to be really cool because we have logic on. And also, we're going to talk about the differences between motorcycle ministries and Christian clubs, because I believe that should be talked about as well. So we got a few things we'll be looking at this morning. Here in a minute and 7 seconds, we will return, and I hope you guys are still with me. I want to thank you guys for being with me since 2016. Truth about motorcycle ministries is today's topic. I'll be back in a minute and 7 seconds after this brief introduction.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe, and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it, and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Started in the Navy and hit the sea, repping Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for leather vest from the Mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the Mighty Black Sabbath. MC, we're paid his dues and he earned his stripes. From prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Black Michael with the cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says kicks Kenny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe, and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
All right. Let's see if I can do this. A few years ago. Well, alrighty then. Thank you for tuning in to Black Dragon Biker TV, the Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker News you can trust. And allow me to please introduce my co-host, as we are the only motorcycle club and MC protocol channel in the entire world to have our very own Dr. Logic.
What's going on, Black Dragon? What's going on, chat room? How you doing on this Thursday? Well, okay, that's how you doing. Oh my gosh. 1 week before Jingle Bells Day.
Is it?
Next Thursday.
I tell you what, man.
Yeah.
I brought my thing so
Somebody had asked, what was that? Because they see me with these shirts on, and they asked what this was.
What is that?
This is the logo for my martial arts dojo.
Oh yeah, that's the Kempo.
That's the Kempo.
Yeah, that's the Kempo fist, of course.
Yeah. Kempo.
Yeah, we know what that
law of the fist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
everybody knows that.
On Hardwire.
Hey, my guy Black Dragon, I never even thought about a motorcycle before you, brother. Now I'm an outsider with much love and respect for the culture. Oh man, that's beautiful, man. I wish everybody liked me like that. That would be so cool. All right, so
what's wrong, man? What's wrong with you?
Who?
You're all stuffy and everything.
Do I sound it?
Yes.
That intro gets a brother every morning. Look at the OG pushing through for us. We got the best OG in the game, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's talk about this motorcycle ministry stuff, my man. And that was brought up by the MC show yesterday. He's been on my head about this for weeks and weeks, about this whole motorcycle ministry stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's been on my head about this for weeks and weeks. I mean, on my head. So yesterday he actually slipped it in, and I said, you know what, let's go ahead and talk about it. So we got you on. You are the president of God's Warriors Motorcycle Ministry and founder.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes, I am.
And
what's up, RROOG? He said he met everybody except for me.
Well, welcome to the stage from the Blue Room, Lavish T. Williams.
What up, Joe? What's happening?
I meant to get my camera.
What's going on? What kind of camera?
I wanted to set up my Nikon so I can look like you at least.
You looking strong in there, man.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I got some stuff coming too, man. I got some heat that I want to be dropping soon, man.
Yeah, it's nothing like having the proper studio. You know, most of us, we don't start off with the right studio, Lavish. We got to build up to it. You just came in the game with the
No, man, you got to keep in
microphones
mind. I've been doing this for quite some time. I just ain't been consistent. So this is the motivation to make you want to come in here and podcast and talk about something.
Because I asked him, Lavish, when are you going to start your podcast back up?
When I put this window in today.
No, I'm talking about what I asked you in the past before you got your room all set up.
I'm gonna do it this month. I'm gonna actually my first podcast. I'm gonna
Lavish ain't gonna do nothing, man. He got 2 years worth of stuff sitting on them cameras, man.
So Logic, my first podcast. See, I'll be trying to make sure everything is perfect. It don't always go that way with my new intro and all that kind of stuff, but I want to just jump right into it. and just do it. But I'm going to recap my biker bash, and I'm going to get a couple of the Rough Riders on here so I can pick up from where I last left off at, which was talking about the biker bash until the election came.
Cool.
Yeah,
the biker bash was so cool. Then you need to do some election coverage. We need to see how that went for you, and you got a lot to do. You got a lot.
You're not going to be in the shop anymore.
Only if I got guests.
Okay, gotcha.
Like live guests with me. The problem with that, and it's not a problem. I just hate having to break that stuff down and put it back together, man. I hate the setup, you know. So this was a little bit more like I got it all here. I don't have to break it back down. I do got a mobile setup.
Yeah, fortunately for me, I've got 2 setups.
And that's what I'm working on. I'm actually working on the house setup because everything I got is mobile. The house stuff is all the different stuff, the newer stuff. But the mobile stuff,
you
know, it's
my mobile stuff is my old stuff. My old Rodecaster Pro, the 1.
Yeah.
This is the Rodecaster 2. So that's in this studio, but I have the old one for the old studio or for the mobile studio. And now I'm trying to put one in my RV. So I'll have 3 studios.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do I'm just trying to have that mobile setup. I kind of like it at my boy is doing a lot of work down at his shop right now. So I don't have a stationary place to just keep it set up all day. Right. I had it where I could just leave it there and all I gotta do is go in there and bring my laptop and I'm all good.
What's up, Joseph?
Yeah.
What's up, Josh Camp? All right, let's jump into this. Man, what is this thing with these motorcycle ministries? They're catching such a the MC show, you're on here, man. So go ahead and scream what you got to scream. But motorcycle ministries take a lot of heat. Is it deserved or not deserved? Preacher, people say, first of all, the only reason that people want to be in motorcycle ministries is because they don't have to go through MC protocol to be established as a motorcycle ministry. Is that true or false?
That it's true.
Is it?
Yeah, it's true. And you got to think about the different areas because a lot of people don't want it. That's a church. Leave the church alone. You can't mess with the church. Although, if you, and this is my belief, and we got to do this thing that we said we were going to do about the motorcycle ministry. I believe that if you are going to intermingle with the MC set, I don't care where you are, north, south, east, or west, you should at least abide by the protocol, by the protocol. Because if not, then everything that they say about the motorcycle ministry becomes actual. That they don't have to follow our protocols. Why should we give them respect? Because they don't have to follow our protocols. They go around talking about, oh, God is the one that wrote my protocols. Okay, yes, he did. He wrote our protocols. He wrote what we are to do as a ministry. At the same time, I'm coming into an area where I have to respect the culture. I didn't start this God's Word Motorcycle Ministry did not start to after 10 years of being on the set.
Wow.
10 years. I've been in and out of motorcycle clubs. I've been mingling with social clubs. I've been in and out of outlaw clubs, speaking to the OMCs, speaking to the dominants and everything. And when it came down to it, Logic, you know you good. That's how easy it was. I say that
10 years don't sound easy to me.
No. I'm talking about that's how easy it was for us to start. I say that, but hear me now. Even though I say yes, they don't really necessarily have to get all this permission. We did. We sat down with the dominants. We had to really explain, Lavish, we're not an MC, because it was hard for them to understand we're not an MC. We're not going to have parties. We're not going to have parties. We're not going to have anniversaries. We're not going to do this. What are you here to do, Logic? We're here to serve. What do you want from the set, Logic? Nothing.
I've never been to an MM annual. I think about it.
I ain't never heard of them.
Exactly. Exactly.
I've never been to one.
No, we don't have them. Now, there's motorcycle ministries out there that I respect that have bike blessings, but That's a bike blessing. That's what,
Right.
and it's at a church. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's not an annual party. Hey, y'all come in and party. You know, but the misunderstanding about what a motorcycle ministry is, and a lot of people think motorcycle ministries are threats. They
just
really
think
Hey,
that
what's
they
up,
got their
Outlaw?
own
Outlaw
lane.
Brotherhood? It's good to see you guys. Y'all are keeping up quite a storm out there. Thanks for showing up on the show and taking a second to speak out. Go ahead, guys.
Go ahead, Lavish. What'd you say?
I just think, man, after being around for a while, there's a lane for everybody, just like in everything that people do.
Right.
I mean, you know, granted, you're gonna get a lot of guys like me and some other ones that look at other clubs that are not motorcycle clubs per se, traditional motorcycle clubs, and we probably just look at them side eye, but you know, they not in our way. We don't, you know, they in their own lane. Like when you look at the hog members, the hog groups, you know,
Right.
they're a motorcycle organization in their own lane, and we just look at them and like,
Right.
okay, and
you know, when you start to see how a motorcycle ministries, how we get respect, is the main thing. What's the main thing for any motorcycle organization? Do you ride your bike? Do you ride? You know, MCs get on each other about, oh, they got a whole 12 people in the club with only one motorcycle. You know, I actually had a guy ask me, can he join the ministry, but he don't have a bike? I said, no, the first word in our organization is motorcycle. Motorcycle ministry. If you don't have a motorcycle, you cannot join the ministry. Not this one.
So you turned your brother away then?
Yes,
Yeah,
I did.
because
What
you
the-
don't have to have a motorcycle to minister to God.
So the Lord,
Yeah.
how do you think the Lord felt about
Yeah,
that? You
the-
turned somebody away
Well,
from the
okay,
ministry.
you cannot get into heaven unless you accept Jesus. If you're a Christian, that is.
You know, he's accepting the ministry. He's
Yeah.
coming in, man.
Yeah, he might walk up to. He could still win souls for the Lord.
How do you know that wasn't the prophet himself
Yeah,
in the flesh?
Like I said to Black Dragon earlier, there's a thing called discernment. You cannot be in the motorcycle ministry and not have a motorcycle. And you have to ride your bike. We ride all over the country.
Okay.
You know, so yeah. So you was gonna say, I mean, I can feed off of questions, but I can keep talking all the time. But
Yeah, no,
difference-
I just, you know, with the whole motorcycle ministry stuff, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't, you know, put it no type of way. Outside of me actually being introduced to somebody or actually personally knowing somebody in a motorcycle ministry, a hog member, or you know, anything else, I want to be honest. I don't, and I could be rude for it, but I don't even talk to those people, man.
talk to me?
I mean, because I've known you. I was introduced to you. Outside of that, just a general passing by, I would speak, hey, what's going on, and keep it moving. And I don't even know if that's just like, just I don't know if I'm the only one that does that kind of stuff. I don't know if it's just a motorcycle thing where it's just like we just look at them as they're not one of us. So
well, a lot of people do. A lot of people do, unless like reason why I say you talk to me, unless they get to know the people.
Right.
I've been around the Dallas set before I did this, and people knew what I wanted to do. I made it known what I wanted to do 10 years ago. Do MMs have hang-arounds? We just call it come and have fellowship with us. We just have, it's a different name.
Because we run like a motorcycle club.
Excuse me?
Do you guys run like a motorcycle club where you have prospects, hang-arounds, and
I don't call them prospects.
Do you have row captains, presidents,
Yes.
vice presidents?
Yes.
What do you guys
do? We have to have those titles? No, we can change the titles because we are a ministry. But since in our organization and our setup, we want to make sure that we are seen as legitimate, if you want to say that we're going to be around. We voted on those titles. Okay, yeah, we can have those titles: president, vice president. Our sergeant at arms is really the ministry leader, but you know, he's a sergeant at arms. We have a treasurer, we have a secretary. We don't have a road captain yet because, you know,
because y'all don't ride.
Because we don't ride.
Because they
Yeah.
lead by faith, not by sight. Black Dragon, they lead by
We
faith,
don't ride.
not by sight.
Yeah, Jay, we just don't call them prospects. The people that want to hang around with the Warriors, we say, come on and have fellowship with us. We have fellowship rides. We just changed the name. It's not that we don't have hang arounds. We don't have the prospect. We just changed the name.
Making up stuff as y'all go, man.
No. Because like I said, in our area, when I was speaking to the OMCs, it was difficult to explain the difference between motorcycle ministry and motorcycle club.
Okay, so do that for us now. What is the difference between motorcycle ministry and motorcycle club? That happens to be one of it.
A motorcycle ministry, our primary mission, our primary identity is ministry. We're here to help. We're here in our club. Our ministry. We have everybody in our ministry is a counselor. Marriage counselor, grief counselor, chaplain, everybody. You can pastor, ministers. That's what's in our ministry. We're here to, like yesterday we talked about people that showed up at the hospital. People will call me. I've been to hospitals 2:00 in the morning. Somebody done went down. Somebody didn't have their helmet on. Pastor, can you come here? I have done bike lessons. I have done all that. And that's what they see us as. At the same time, do you ride your motorcycle? I don't know about no other set, but I know here, Logic, do y'all ride your motorcycle? Yes, we ride our motorcycles. What they do not expect, and I had already set a precedence before I started the MM, is that when I'm at the OMC clubhouse on a Friday, I'm there before everybody else get there, Lavish. I get there, I'm there to meet and greet with the OMCs. I'm gone before the party starts. And they got used to that.
I mean, but that's cool. I mean, I'm listening to what you said. You said it before. You're doing a little bit more than what I've seen some of the other ministry people do.
Ministry people.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't listen, man. I don't know what to call them.
No, we don't consider people heathens.
The ministry, motorcycle ministry. What I mean by that is that, listening to him saying what he said, I've seen less being done with some of the ones that I know that's around here. They won't come to places like that. If it's not a bike blessing or some type of charity ride, you're not going to see those people at any of these clubhouses or any of these club organizations or any of these club things. I'm lucky enough to have them come out to my event, but here it goes. It's just like you had said about the Harley dealership being a safe ground. They'll come out to the Harley dealership, because it's a safe ground. It's not a place where they feel like, oh, I don't know if I'll be looked upon if I'm here, versus being at a club, a motorcycle club where they know what goes on there or whatnot. I mean, but for the most part, man, I just look at those guys to be, again, in their own lane. A lot of them just have motorcycles and they share that passion just like other bikers and other motorcycle clubs share certain things. So, that's like where they can go and be amongst each other and share the same common thing. I don't think that, some of the people that be in their real holy beliefs feel real comfortable being around guys with different beliefs. You got the ministry people that's probably sitting around. They don't want to be around drugs. They don't want to be around liquor. They don't want to be around this. So why would they subject themselves to that environment when they can be around other people that's talking about the Bible? It's just like car racers. We're going to be so competitive about who got the fastest car or who got the fastest bike. And I'm sure that you got these motorcycle ministry guys, they go back at it about probably scriptures in the Bible or they have, they don't. Okay.
No.
I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Let me say this. What you said, they're lane. There are different people that are different ministries.
Lane,
different
lane,
interests.
not lame.
Lane, yeah. L-A-N-E,
Yeah, okay.
right?
Okay, yep.
That have different callings. That there are things that I'll do that another ministry won't do. I don't look down on that ministry. They just don't have the same calling that I have. One thing I will not do, if I came to the Lavish Biker Bash, if let's say God's Warriors came to the Lavish Biker Bash, what you will not see is a set up a tent, me with my Bible trying to preach at your event. You won't see that. Because
no, because I'll probably have to say,
go
hey,
ahead.
man,
Listen, go ahead. Let him say. You would say what? Go ahead, say it.
Like, listen, man, you can set up your tent.
Why?
And you can
Why
do
you
all.
can't?
Wait a minute.
No,
wait a minute.
I didn't say he can't.
Dragon.
I did not say he can't. I said that I would probably say, hey, man, you can set up your tent and you can put your stuff out, man. But we not having Sunday service here.
Exactly, and that's my point.
He should be able to have his Bible.
Look,
has the Lord touched you today?
No,
I might send them over there
to
to say, Logic. Listen, hey, in 10 minutes, man, you think you can get ready to lead us in this prayer, whatever? Okay, cool. And then, I will call people to come around because he has his tent set up. He has this, his thing, his presentation, and I introduce him. Hey, man, this is Logic from the Motorcycle Ministries, and he's going to lead us off in prayer, or whatever.
And that's it.
And that's it.
And watch this. There is the way I teach in our ministry and the way I teach in our church. Your walk is the light. I don't have to show up with a Bible, because I know the Bible. I don't have to come up here and say, I'm coming here to lay hands on this event. That's not, because that'll run people away. That'll push people away. When I show up, people already know who I am. And that's why we have to get out and let people know who we are. When I show up at an OMC, they know who I am. I don't have to get up there and say, I'm Pastor Turner. I don't have to say that at all.
I don't know, man. I went into a couple. I asked him, hey, Black Dragon. I said, hey, do you know Pastor Turner? You know Logic? They said, who?
No, hadn't heard of him.
Well, y'all not here.
No, I'm talking about I was in Dallas. I was in the Metroplex. I was over in the Metroplex.
And somebody said they didn't know Logic.
Yeah, I was like, hey, man, you heard of Logic? Do you know Logic? Like, who? I said for the Motorcycle Ministries.
Yeah.
Like,
we don't see that dude.
Okay. Let me finish my thought. Let me finish my thought. So when I go, I don't have to do all that. They will come to me and we'll walk away. Because one thing you don't want to do is make somebody uncomfortable with a ministry. If a ministry shows up and everybody just like you said, Lavish, and people when OMCs come to clubhouses, sometimes people get uncomfortable, like, oh, what's gonna get popped off? When a lot of people, when they see ministries come, they'll say, okay, here come the church boys, here come the church people. We can't smoke, we can't drink, we can't do this.
And they should say that.
No, can I finish? Please. If I am coming to your event, I ain't saying coming to my event. If I'm coming to your event and I know it's an MC anniversary, I know there's going to be drinking there. I know that. So I don't expect nobody to stop drinking when I come. I can win souls. I can minister to people while you're doing what you're doing. It's not me that changed.
But Logic, let me ask you this.
But hold on. But people should, out of respect, act a certain way around the minister or the minister group or the minister people.
And they do, but it's not our position. It's not our position to come in there and say, well, somebody asked in the chat room, do you think we're heathens? No, it's not in our position to come to your event that says, you know what? All y'all going to hell because y'all out here smoking and drinking, and I'm here. God sent me here, and this both. They be like, man, get your, out of here. Now
I've seen people, they do change, but then I also see the religious people tell them, hey man, be yourself, do you. Don't treat me no different, man. I'm here to have a good time, just like you. Don't try to act, different. If you smoke, drink. Don't change because of me. I've heard that. I got to get up off of here, man. I'm about to go ahead and start working on this window, man. I got my helper here.
All right,
so I'm about to do that. And I know it's about to be a little noisy. So while I got another pair of hands, I got to take advantage of it. Yep. All right.
Well,
see you later. But when I see in ministries, when I've seen a lot of ministries, churches and motorcycle ministries, And one thing that gives churches and ministries a bad rap is us. We forget how to minister to people.
Mhm.
I didn't say I won't. I said I don't have to. When I go out into the street under the bridge, Black Dragon,
Uh-huh.
and serve the homeless, you know what I tell people not to do? I tell them don't bring your Bible.
Huh.
What you mean don't bring your Bible? Because your walk should be your ministry.
Uh-huh.
I can walk and speak to somebody and be preaching to them, and they have no clue that I'm doing. I don't have to say book, chapter, verse, because I'm well versed in what God told me to do.
Uh-huh.
A motorcycle ministry, different facets, different callings, can fit on a motorcycle set as long as they're doing what God called them to do. Now, the biggest problem is what we talked about yesterday. I don't want to forget that, is when you have a preacher that's in a motorcycle ministry or a motorcycle ministry that's getting high and drunk and doing and throwing money at the stripper along with the rest of the people. And they're like, well, how are you, because of the perception of the community, how are you a preacher? How are you going to minister to me? And you're doing the exact same thing I'm doing.
And what's your answer to that?
My answer is that person is a little lost. Let me say, I wish Big Bone, I wanted to say this to Big Bone when he was on yesterday, because this came from one of his brothers. And I was visiting this before the motorcycle ministry. I was just a preacher. I'm visiting the OMC clubhouse, and one of the brothers gave me a card. And I looked, hey, Logic Man, take it. I looked at that, I laughed and I gave it back. And I said, he said, man, what? He said, man, bro, I wouldn't be a good host if I did not offer that to you. And I laughed, and he said, and you wouldn't be sitting here if you took it. And then he told me, Logic, you've been tested so many times in this clubhouse.
Okay, I missed something.
It was a coupon to a strip club.
Okay, got you.
Okay.
Yes.
And he said, Logic, you've been tested so many times. Do you know how many times preachers been up in here? And then when the POs come in here, when somebody come in here, they all over them and everything. You know how? He said, and we kick them out. He said, you're supposed to be ministering to us. He said, you one of the realest, not toot my own horn, you one of the realest preachers that is out here. That's why we respect you.
Well, it's why I respect you too. It's why,
and that's what I want to share with people.
Because so our getting to know one another has been over a period of years.
Mm-hmm.
And as I look back over that period of years, when I didn't even know who you were always still reaching out like a minister, mm-hmm. and giving support and backing and blessings. And the biggest thing that I'll always remember about you is when I was going through the crisis of my motorcycle club career, facing off against the national president in my motorcycle club. And you called me out of the blue to say, I don't want to know nothing about your business. I don't want to know nothing about, I'm not asking you about your business or what you're going through, or I don't want the juicy stuff. I just want to know if you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure to pray for you and give you the support to know if you're okay and doing well. That's all I care about. I don't even, you don't know me.
Mm-hmm.
And but I'm a minister and I just want to pray for you. Would you mind if I prayed for you? Wow. That was some motorcycle ministry, SHIT.
Yeah. And and there's some of us that,
and you didn't thump a Bible at me. And you didn't thump a Bible at me.
And there's some people that, in my opinion, because I'm an apologist, some people that do take it too far. Know your surroundings, know your environments, adapt to your environments to achieve your goal. Know your surroundings, know your environment, adapt to your environment to achieve your goals. There are motorcycle ministries, to Lavish point, there are motorcycle ministries that will come into an event, shake everybody's hand, and jet. There's some that won't even come to your event. We say, way I was taught, Motorcycle Ministries is a safe place for believers to gather together and ride and have their fun and love to ride. They're not thinking about, they call themselves Motorcycle Ministries, but they're not thinking about ministering to the sect. You can't call them. They're not coming to the hospital.
Well, how are they?
But that's their lane. Excuse me.
And then how are they a motorcycle ministry?
But see, that's their calling. They minister to themselves. Their ministry is them being separate from everybody else. And you can't, if they're not doing no harm, then you can't put them down. You can't make everybody do what you do. All MC clubs are not monolithic. They're different, right?
Right.
So all motorcycle ministries are not monolithic. The difference, between a Christian MC and a motorcycle ministry, most Christian, and I'm not saying all of them, most Christian MCs, they're just like a motorcycle club, but they just happen to be Christians. Go ahead, say something.
Robert says we need to have Hellfighter Steve on, and we do need to have Hellfighter Steve on. And if Hellfighter Steve, if you're looking in the background, man, send me a message so I can send you a link, because I would love to talk to him about this too. Somebody asked something. Yeah. Oh, that was funny. Motorcycles are mentioned in the Bible, right in the part where David slew Goliath. It says, and when David slew Goliath, the sound of his triumph was heard throughout the land.
Triumph. What? Okay. What is this? Read that. The MC show. What it says? Logic. I can respect what you're doing in your lane, in the lane you're doing it in, but when you give your opinion and views that are not in the lane you ride in, which in lies the problem. I don't understand that last part.
What time was that?
11:21. It's the second to last one.
Oh, Logic, I can respect what you're doing in the lane you're doing it in, but when you give your opinion and views. Okay, so what he's trying to say, I think, is when you give your opinion and views about, like, maybe when you were a bad guy or when you were in your previous life, and that's not in the lane you ride in, I think that might be what he's talking about.
Everybody has a past. The reason why I'm here is because of my past.
Right.
The only reason why I can hang out in the community and it doesn't bother me, the only reason why I can hang around people that drink and smoke, because I've been there, done that. It doesn't affect me anymore. Been there, done that. I don't need to drink anymore. I was a drunk. and I don't need to do that anymore. So when I see it, I can recognize it. I know how to help. I know what the people are going through.
Andrean, I would love it if you sent me that curriculum. I would love to see that curriculum.
Minister in the MC community, yeah?
I would love to see that curriculum. As a matter of fact, you can send it to me at blackdragon@blacksabbathmc.com. I would love to see that, man.
Mm-hmm. Y'all have heard me say many times before, me and Black Dragon be going back and forth and we're talking and he was like, what? You a preacher? You do that? Yeah, y'all just don't understand. The way I grew up, when my hometown found out I was a preacher, people called me. Some laughed, some cried, because they said, I can't believe this is the person that God chose to be a preacher, the way he grew up. And I had to change. And then when God called me to the church, that's one thing. But when he called me to ride a motorcycle, I had no inclination of riding a motorcycle until that one time my wife and I went to a bike night. And the Lord said, you need to expand your outreach ministry to this culture. And it took me 10 years to learn. I didn't just jump in it, because you can't help anybody if you don't understand.
I had him wrong.
He not your
like
past.
it when you're talking about MC protocol, because that's not your lane. Wow, really?
When I speak MC protocol, y'all don't hear me.
When you speak on issues that are going on the MC set, which he also jumps on Lavish, because he says Lavish is in a co-ed club, so how can Lavish possibly be talking about any of this?
Well, I would say this to the MC show. If I didn't know and didn't understand MC protocol, I wouldn't have
Right.
been allowed on the Dallas set. Wouldn't have been allowed. They wouldn't want me around. They wouldn't let me in their clubhouse. That's just how it is out here. Logic, you know how to act. You know, I've sat down with the OGs. I sat down with OGs from Outcast Nation that came from Atlanta, that came up here. I sat down with these guys that helped start the Atlanta chapter, and just sat there and gleaned in from them. They taught me a whole lot, and they said you need to know, even if you are a preacher. So, do I correct people on MC protocol? Nope, I don't. I'll talk about it. I'll talk with Black Dragon about it. I'll talk on my phone about it. But I'm not out here telling an MC what to do or what not to do at all.
Well, I think he just takes issue with the fact that you're even on the show at all. But he's been kind of on that for a while when it comes to you.
I said Logic joins my Bible study sometimes. This is Bishop from Riding for Jesus, MC in Cali. Oh yeah, it's my brother. I watch his Bible study sometimes. Mm-hmm.
I would really like to see that curriculum, because we are working on you and I are working on a book called for chaplains on the bike set and motorcycle ministries.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So
I was asked to be a chaplain of a couple OMCs, and I turned it down because that wasn't the lane that I was supposed to be going in. Just two. I'm not saying a whole bunch of OMCs were knocking down my door, but that'd be a lie.
I think it would be cool. I think it would be very cool.
But I'm not here on Dallas, and I'm not the only one out here on this set. There's another pastor, and he used to be an MC. I think he used to be the president. I'm thinking that he used to be the president of his MC. Now he's a pastor, and he has his movement.
Hello.
So but yeah, so anyway, so we was talking about, because there are a lot of things that people don't know about motorcycle ministries, and if they supposed to follow protocol. My opinion, again, I believe that we all should follow protocol if we're going to be mingling with the MC clubs, because one thing in the church, y'all know, in the church, we hugging somebody. We gotta hug somebody. Well, you go out on the set and you don't know protocol, and you go out there and hugging somebody with your gloves on, and you rubbing them all on their back, and now you done violated, disrespected them. But I didn't know. Why didn't you know? So we have to understand the protocol if we're gonna mingle.
You keep talking. I have to reboot my sound. Okay. In order to get this phone call in. Okay, so I'm going to reboot my sound. You keep talking.
Okay. So I'm looking at a lot of the comments. Let me turn my monitor. I don't know. My grandson must have hit my monitor. Most MCs.
Oh no, you can't hear me.
Most MCs I have come across in the past 10 years are about themselves, and a lot of them using it as an excuse to sin, hang out, to do bike stuff that they claim to be ministering to do for. And I understand that is an element that's out there. Just like people going to church. Yeah, baby, I'm going to church, but he messing around with the choir member. I mean, a lot of that stuff does happen. And can it give motorcycle ministries a bad name? Absolutely. Can it keep people to force people to ostracize motorcycle ministry? Absolutely. But that shouldn't stop people like us and other motorcycle ministries here in Texas and DC and California and everything. It shouldn't stop us from doing our mission. If we let what the I ain't gonna call them bad, but if we let what the mischievous guys do stop us, then were we really called to do what we were doing? So yeah, I've seen it. And like I said before, a lot of these OMCs are testing these so-called ministers. I test the ministers. I test your calling if you tell me you're a minister. and then I observe your behavior. Do we all slip? Yes, we all slip, but it shouldn't be a constant type of thing. It shouldn't be every time you see Logic out here with on his bike, he got a joint in his hand and a drink. Every time you see him, you might see him one time with a beer. But every time you see him, and then he's falling off his bike, and first thing they'll say is, he ain't no minister. I wouldn't go to his church, man. He's just like them other preachers. And we'll put that same ideology on the motorcycle ministries. I'm trying to reach out to all motorcycle ministries, see if we can come together and do something big. I know we're the new kids on the block. I've been around a while, but our ministry is new kids on the block. And we need to link up with others and just talk about things like this. Just like MCs filter out people that come into the MC to make sure the MC is not, doesn't have a bad look. Motorcycle ministries need to do the same thing. You can't come in here and then go out there and people looking at you doing all this stuff that's against, quote unquote, our bylaws. So yeah. Thank you, Logic, for telling the truth in a practical, correct way. My walk and my vice president. My vice president, he's a pastor of a church. He's a Navy veteran as well. He has him and his wife has a whole separate organization just for counseling, just for marriage counseling, just for family counseling. I'm a certified grief counselor. This is my badge, y'all. I'm an emergency response chaplain. So is our sergeant at arms, our ministry leader. We do the work of ministry and we do it on Tuesdays. And let me tell y'all this. We had a meeting. I'm going to share this. We had a meeting about, quote unquote, ministry rides. And our ministry leader said, okay, let's define ministry. And we defined it. And he says, well, all of our ministry rides have to do ministry. If we're not doing ministry, then it's nothing but a fellowship ride. That's how granular we get. And that's how, if I can say, I wish that all motorcycle ministries act that way. Yeah, in their lane. There's like the Christian motorcycle clubs. The Christian motorcycle clubs, they wear MC. They may look they may do more MC stuff than we do because they carry that MC on their vest. I've seen 1-patch, 3-patch Christian motorcycle clubs. I've met some of them. I've greeted with them, had a cigar with them. But and all in all, we are guests on the MC show. We are guests on the set. And when you're a guest on the set, you act accordingly. You got to know the rules of the set. If you're a guest in my house, know the rules of my house. If you come to my club, okay, if you come to my club and I know you're a minister, I want to see if hold on a second, guys. Yeah, Black Dragon be knowing I be on these meetings at the same time. But anyway, let me look at until they call my name. Let me look at these some more questions here. What you think about First Wheelchair MC Club? I don't know what that is. I like listening to you, Logic, but how do you reconcile your reliance on firearms for protection versus your reliance on God and His will? Okay, let me say this, and that's a good question. When I was in the military, I had an abundance of guns because I was a gun collector. I was in the military. When I got out the military, I turned reckless again, and I sold all my guns. I sold them all because I was reckless. I was out here. I got back in college, and I was doing things with my guns I shouldn't do. All right, I stopped carrying guns because I was reckless. I matured. I had this idea in the church, and y'all don't hate the pastor when he say this. I have this idea in the church that our protection comes from the Lord and not a gun. And people are arguing. Church pastors are arguing. Oh, you don't know that. You don't know the people out there. They come in here. We see people coming in churches shooting people up, and we see that. It's terrible. When we ride, I carry that same thought with me. When I take my sidearm with me when I ride, it's in my saddlebag, locked up. And I was asked, if you're not gonna wear it, then why carry it? And I said, that's a good question. Because I don't wear it. I lock it up. Now, what I will do, I carry knives because I'm a martial artist. That is a form of protection. Do I believe God and the Holy Spirit will protect me from all hurt, harm, and danger? Absolutely.
By making you the baddest sucker in the valley.
At the same time, my whole family, I have taught my whole family, make sure my whole family knows how to protect and defend themselves.
Yeah, David was a bad booger. He was a man of God.
I'm a mixture. David, Peter, and Jephthah. So that's how I rationalize. That's how I rationalize.
All right, we got the MC show on. Can you hear me, man? We got the MC show on. He's called in, and so he has a few questions. Logic, okay?
I'm listening.
All right, shoot, Clark.
I can't hear him.
You can't hear him.
He's real low.
All right, keep talking. I hear him. I hear him great. You don't hear him?
I can tell he's talking, but I can't comprehend what he's saying because it's real low. Just relay the question, Black Dragon.
Can the audience hear you?
Turn it up. I just turned you very loud, Black Dragon, to me. No, they say they can't hear him either.
All right, let me disconnect him and then connect him back. All right, are you there?
We're standing at 6 members now.
You still can't hear him?
Oh, well, you loud, man. I turned you up. You loud in my head.
I'm loud?
Yes.
Huh. I don't know.
Like one down said, he's very, very low, very low. He is.
Man. That sucks. Okay. Hey, Clark, the only way to get you in, I got to... No, the calling ain't working. Something's wrong with this board. I can get you in. I can get you in on the video. You want me to send you a link? You can come in on. No, the calling ain't working. I'll send you a link on the video, and you just don't have your screen on, or cover your screen, and you can just talk like you're talking on the phone. All right. So I'm gonna send you a link right now. All right. I don't know what the hell is going on with this thing. Let me send him a link. He's been wanting to get at you for a long time, my bro, but not everybody is comfortable with the visual thing.
Okay.
So let me.
Mr. All loved what's that? Mr. All over the place. Oh man, all over. That looked like all lover. I wasn't gonna say that. So how many MMs on the black bike set versus how many MMs on the white set? who has bridged the gaps of culture between the two. I have not been around any black MMs on set, offset. How many recognized MM? There are. I don't know how many quote unquote motorcycle ministries are on the white set, or quote unquote Christian motorcycle clubs. I believe, and what I've grown to know, that on the black set, if we're dividing it up, they're mainly motorcycle ministries, not Christian motorcycle clubs. And I could be wrong, because I just haven't seen any quote unquote on the black set Christian motorcycle clubs. There's
a lot of them. There's a lot
on the black set. That's what I'm saying. I have not seen them. That's what I say, man. I have not seen them. I just don't know how. I can't give a number.
There's a lot
of Christian motorcycle clubs, not MMs.
Yeah, of just black Christian motorcycle clubs.
Okay. Well, yeah.
And for the longest time, our Black Sabbath was considered a black Christian motorcycle club. We got a cross. We got a cross on our back, for goodness sake. We ride around.
That wasn't your designation, though. You were an MC, right?
Yeah, but we were Christians. A Christian MC is a regular MC. An MM is not. Okay, so we got. Okay, so we got him on now. Welcome to the show, Mr. The MC show, Mr. Cameo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can everybody hear me now? What about you? Hear me now, Logic?
Now I got to turn it down. Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. First thing I want to say, man, is I appreciate y'all giving me the time and the space to come on here, and I want to say this. First thing, Logic. I have nothing personal or nothing like that against you or anybody else that's in the that's doing the kind of work that you're doing, or the Christian clubs or whatever, any of that. My thing is, Logic, that the only thing that I wish that when y'all talk about certain topics or certain things that have to do with the MC, whether it's with the OMCs or what's going on with the 99s, my thing is I'd rather hear you come from the angle of a spiritual side of things. It seemed like when you discuss things, it's like you're talking more about, or you're more interested in how the MC, what they're doing, and you're questioning that, whether you agree with it or not agree with it, but you're not speaking from a spiritual point of what is going on. And that's what made me want to say something to Black Dragon, as far as like, what is it that these missionary, the MM clubs do, or the Christian clubs do? Because whenever I've seen them, just like you spoke about, I see them on the bike set, I see them at parties. I don't see them passing out no type of scriptures, or they're not talking about God. They're not talking about the Bible. You know what I mean? They're having a good time like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But again, as far as your contribution to the show, from your side of it, whenever there's topics that are going on, like I say, in the MCs, whether it's violent, whatever the case may be, I'd rather hear you speaking about how to make it better from the spiritual side of it. And that's where you don't really speak on. And that's all I wanted to say.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that. And there are ways to come from a spiritual point of view without quoting scriptures.
True.
I could, my whole demeanor is, I want to bring things, I would love to have the violence stop and things of that nature. I say a lot to Black Dragon that Black Dragon just ignore. I would say it. I say a lot to Black Dragon that Black Dragon ignores. And when it does come to a lot of the OMC things, I believe that I ask questions that try to get a better understanding, because without understanding we can go in many different ways. And that's just my belief. I understand where it coming, because I've been told before, lots you don't need to be talking about MC protocol. You don't need to be talking about, and I got that from preachers. And I said, but I think if God called me to be in this position, then there is something that he'll use me to say, because I've been on both sides of the tracks. I've been on, how we say it, both inside and outside of the Bible. You know, I know how the streets move, but how can I add my voice coming from a spiritual sense without quoting Matthew chapter 5, verse 6? People get tired of that and they run away from that. And a true ministry knows that and understands that. So now just use your position, use your love for people, and be able to conversate with them in a way where they'll understand it, but really not getting in their way. I believe that's what I'm doing. If I'm not doing that, then I'll still have to try and do that a little bit more and be more concise with that. You know, I still get upset. I still get mad. I get mad at preachers. I get mad at preachers. I done told preachers, hey, I'm just, you just leave me alone. You go on and you know, worship God and everything on that side. I'll stay over here, because there's times where people will they'll test you. They'll test the enemy will test who you used to be. And I try constantly to keep that person at bay. But I appreciate everything you said, though. I understand, and I do understand.
Yeah, because like, you know, and I've said this to Dragon as well, right? You know, which is, you know, just like yourself, like Lavish, you know, it seemed like, you know, everything is geared. The show is geared towards, you know, not all of it. So I'm not going to say all of it, but a lot of it is geared towards what's wrong in the MC. What are some of the bad things? What are some things? And y'all talk about some good things. So I'm not going to say that it's all bad. But here's the thing: there are a lot of things that are wrong in motorcycle ministries. There are a lot of things that are wrong in co-ed clubs, right? We get back with Lavish. And my whole thing is that that's not, those topics and those subjects are not being talked about. It's always the MC things. And so those are the issues that I have, because a lot of us don't know what's going on in the motorcycle ministries, the bad things. Right. So why can't there be some topics and discussions that we can learn from about what's the good and the bad in the motorcycle industries? Because we got Logic sitting right up there that can tell us. He knows what's going on, what's bad and what's good. Right. But we don't know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying is, like, let's make it fair for all the things that each one of you are a part of. Let's talk about, you know, the most of it. Let's talk about the co-ed clubs. You know what I'm saying? The good and the bad. You know what I mean? So that's all I wanted to say, man. I appreciate, you know, you just taking time out, man, to hear me out and everything like that. I just wanted to call because I don't want nobody thinking or you thinking or that I got something against. You know what I'm saying? It's just a thing of just trying to understand. Just trying to get a better understanding. You know what I'm saying? Of how y'all do things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And I understand, and you're absolutely right. There are things that, oh wow, how can I say this? There are things that I have been involved with or had to contend with within motorcycle ministries. Heck, with preachers, and how I view or not interpret, but how I view God's calling in ministry, and then connected with the motorcycle ministry. And then when I look at other motorcycle ministries, I'm like, hey man, we ain't supposed to be doing that. Oh man, we doing it like this. Nah, bro.
Right.
That ain't right. You know,
Right.
and I'm gonna say it. Here it is. And I was asked the question. I said it earlier when we were asked, sitting in front of the OMCs, what do y'all want from the set? And we said nothing. We don't want anything from the set. We're here to serve. I've heard it, and I've been taught this by MCs. Don't come to the set to profit off the set. Now, that was an MC thing.
Mhm.
I internalized that. And when I see Motorcycle Ministries profiting off the set, I go to that preacher and say, I don't think you should do that.
I think that's absolutely crazy.
I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should.
profit
I
off
don't
the
think you should
set
be profiting
all-
on the set.
I
I don't
think you should
pass
profit-
around an
you should
offering tray.
Profit off the set all damn day long.
Right. I don't
Yeah.
pass around an offering tray when I go out and do ministry.
Why should you not profit off the set? That don't even make no kind of
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. A logic. You know
If you're
what, man?
not
I'm gonna tell you
giving
something.
anything too, if you're not giving a ministry,
I have to agree with Black Dragon on that one, man.
Right.
I don't know if I can necessarily say, man, that there's something wrong with that. I gotta agree with Black Dragon on that.
Watch this.
Yeah.
If all that I am doing, I'm not giving nothing. I'm not coming. I'm not supporting your organization. I'm not doing anything with you, but I want you to give me money.
Well, that's crazy.
You don't think something wrong with that?
No, that's crazy.
Nah, I don't think there's anything, because aren't you buying food? Aren't you buying sodas? And you know what I'm saying? Like you are contributing when you go there, right? You are getting, so if you're
going to get money.
But again, if you're going there to buy food, you're going there to to eat and stuff like that. I don't. If it's all in the name of God, then I don't think there's anything wrong with that. As long as the money is being used to forward you guys' agenda, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Not at all.
And I understand that, because we all do offerings at churches.
Yeah.
When
nothing
I have a whole.
Nothing happens without money. That's the bottom line.
I have a whole podcast that I'm still putting together that we're going to kick out, and it's called. The title is, I told people before, what happened to the money, and it's about when we go out and we saying we're doing a benefit ride. Now, when we do a benefit ride, money has to be there, because something got to get paid, food got to get bought, and everything. If I'm out here saying I'm doing a benefit ride for Black Dragon to have shoulder surgery, and y'all respect me, and I say y'all give money so we can do this benefit ride for Black Dragon to have shoulder surgery, and Black Dragon has no idea that I'm doing this. Black Dragon doesn't get it. I'm using his name, and I got the money. And then y'all said, on the strength of logic, he done collected $10,000 on the strength of logic. And then Black Dragon said, he did what? Ain't nothing wrong with my shoulder. There's nothing wrong with my shoulder. Where did $10,000 go? Well, we gave it to that ministry over there, because they on the strength of them, we gave.
Well,
and then I'm ghost.
That's
what I'm talking about. That's wrong.
That's BS. Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That is wrong. When only thing I know that I can go. I see a motorcycle anniversary party, and I see all this money. I look at y'all as objects. That's money to get. I can care less about you being sick. I can care less about your motorcycle accident. I can care less about you saying amen or not. I'm out here to get some money. That's wrong. To be a ministry, to be a minister or a pastor or an evangelist or a chaplain, and that's all I see you as. I don't even love you. I just want your money. That's wrong.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Now, if I ask for support to do when we ask for support to do outreach, you know what I do in return? I show you the outreach. I show you the pictures. I show you the videos. And then I thank you. I say, this is what your offering did. It helped us do this. But if I'm asking for an offering and I ain't showing you nothing, and then you see me with a new Harley, all on the strength of I'm going to respect that motorcycle ministry. Yes, and this goes back to your point. There are a lot of wrongs that we do in the name of ministry.
Yeah.
So that's what I meant by profiting off the sale.
Well, Mikey said it. He's got a point. This show used to be different. What point? What did I miss? What did I miss? How did the show used to be different? Okay.
I don't know if you miss it. I don't know what he meant by different. What the show was talking about is that we always talk when we talk about the things that's happening on the MC, and we don't talk. That's how I got on this subject, and we don't talk about. There's probably a lot of things going wrong in the MM world. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about mixed clubs, co-ed clubs. We only talk about what's going wrong with the MC, the traditional MC. I don't know about being different. I know that Black Dragon does want to change it up a little bit to have more interviews.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because people are getting tired of the news, and there's not news every day, and we absolutely want to change up and do some different stuff. Like we were once just an MC protocol only channel. Then we kind of got off the MC protocol and went to news. And yeah, there's a lot of changes I want to make for the new year coming up. You got to keep reinventing yourself. And when your numbers and your views start going down, you got to remake yourself and do something cool. This last year with you and Logic, you and Lavish has been, for me, awesome. A lot of people have not liked you. A lot of people have had all kinds of negative things to say about you because you're a preacher, but you already go through that. Like, I'm a preacher. I am not allowed to have a cigar. So I think that if it's by your walk that people know you and know your Christianity and know your purpose, if you say that it's by your walk, I can definitely say just being a person that talks to you all the time. And there are people out there. I talk to Goldie, I talk to you, I talk to a lot of people. I talk to Lavish, and I know things about you people don't know just because of our proximity and how often we interact. And through some of the stuff I've been through, like, people don't know you. They don't know what you do. Like when I'm sitting by Nikita, 1%er's bed, holding his hand as he's dying, and I got his family around me, and I call you from out of the blue and say, I need you to pray for this family right now, because I know you're a man of the cloth, blah, blah. You could be like, man, I don't have time for that. But your walk was like, put me on the speakerphone, and you gave that man's family peace and calm as we held him as he passed into another life, and they were so thankful. And that's what a motorcycle ministry is supposed to do, in my opinion. And you didn't ask for no offering or, hey man, y'all need to hit the plate or any kind of dumb shit like that. That's something that they won't know. And so if you're in a motorcycle ministry and you're doing the things you're supposed to do, most people won't know. They won't know. They won't know. Only the people like me who see you every day. And I've called you so many times, like I got my own personal preacher in my pocket. Hey man, can we do this? Hey man, hey, and I'll tell people, hey, don't worry, I've got my own preacher, and you have never failed. Like, and so I would be one of the quickest people to stand up and fight for you, because people don't know. They don't know what you say or what you do. And so you being on here talking and this, that, and the other, and espousing your views. But I've seen you in my own life.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen you in my own crisis when I had a crisis with Tia, my beloved. I thought she was going to leave my black ass. There you were, right there with the
mountain woman.
Huh? So
I'm just saying, hey, the cameo here. We are to meet people right where they are, and if I said this in our Bible study just the other night, and I said we have to be ready to give an answer. But wherever you are, whatever you do, you have to be ready to give an answer and be able to stand on what you believe in.
Right.
If you would have came to me with everything you said, and I'm like, oh man, well, man, that's just what I know. Man, this dude, I can't give an answer for what I believe in. And no matter where you are, no matter what it is, if you're a painter, and I say, man, I don't like, oh man, that color, that's not red, and you be able to stand on, man, you don't even know what red is. This is red, and blah 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 blah. So, but that's why I appreciate that. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your position on everything. So,
and then you know what, Logic. Are you in Georgia or North Carolina or South Carolina?
I'm in Dallas. Oh,
you're in Dallas. I'm sorry. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what be awesome, man. And I really feel this, and I really believe this, man. What would really be awesome, I think, man, is sometimes the motorcycle ministries, like they'll go to a bike night or something like that, and offer anybody that want to get saved. Mm-hmm. I think that'd be awesome, bro. I don't not saying that to be funny. I'm not saying that to be nothing like, I'm very serious about this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I truly believe that if there was a section or a spot at the bike night where you would be at, or others that are like yourself, that would be over in the parking lot somewhere, wherever that is at, that anybody can come over. And I guarantee, me personally, you have people coming over there to get saved. I guarantee it.
Amen.
I guarantee it. Amen. And that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
And that is something that we can actually strive for. That's why I'm trying to reach out to other motorcycle ministries. Let's come together and let's do something. If we say we're ministering the motorcycle community, this culture, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm with that. And if there's any other, I know there's another one on here in the chat room. Hey, bro, let's get together. I know you're in California, but hey, let's get together.
Yeah. That would be awesome, man. Yep. That would be awesome. Definitely.
Definitely. And then the other thing is that this brother rides his motorcycle, and that is just really cool, because I think he represents in so many ways. I really appreciate this man. And there are many times that I have tried him. When I had some of the cuties here at the Dragon's Lair acting, doing the things that we bikers like for them to do, the preacher was like, man, I ain't fixing to listen to that stuff. I'm out. Click. I'll be saying something to him. He'll just turn the whole screen off. Are you finished now? So, like, I love this man, in as much as no homo, but I love this man.
Yeah.
And the way that he carries himself, to me. And then, you know something else? Women trust him, and that's interesting, because everybody's his sister and stuff like that. I'd be like, come on, preacher. Now some of these women be cute, and he just turned off the screen. Like, I'm not fixing to do this with you. But all these women trust him. He's been with all these women so many places, and all these women trust him. Oh shoot, what just happened?
Look, I have a bodyguard, a 250. She's a biker. She look at another woman and thinks that she's gonna get near me. She'd be like, "Oh, man, get first." She said, "First way, get away from my president, get away from my pastor, and get away from my sister's husband." I said, all right, Sister Lot, that's my cousin.
I'll be within a few minutes. I'm closing down in about 10 minutes.
Don't push my family away.
Well, I tell you, man, I really, really, man, enjoyed this time with you guys, man. Like I say, Lodge, I respect what you do, man. I'm glad I was able to have this conversation with you, man. And I got a better understanding of you and what you're about. And I hope that, you got a better understanding of me and what I'm about. And I appreciate what you do, man. And I wanted to call it because I wanted you to hear my voice, to let you know that there ain't no disrespect. There ain't no no drama I'm trying to cause with you or anything like that. you know what I'm saying? So I wanted you to hear it from me, man. And anytime that you feel that you might want to talk to me or whatever, man, you could you get my number right from Black Dragon, and you can call me anytime, brother.
Oh, sure.
You know what I'm saying? So so ain't no big deal. So I appreciate you guys, man. Hey, great show. Especially yesterday. I wanted to call in so bad yesterday. I was waiting on that phone for Black Dragon to get that phone fixed. I wanted to come on there so bad yesterday, man. Oh my goodness, man. But hey, Logic, as the Lord would say, it wasn't right for me that it wasn't right for me. God ain't wanted to happen. God ain't wanted to happen yesterday, man.
He knew best.
Yeah. All right, well, y'all take care, man.
Blessings on you, my brother.
Yeah, blessed to you too, brother.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, did you see what Foxy said?
This is a fake preacher and no one should hear him. Yeah, I saw that.
1204. She said that would be afforded to folks at the PROC, as it definitely needs.
1205, where he said he's a fake preacher and nobody should.
Man, go ahead. Yeah.
That will be afforded to folks at the PROC, as it's definitely needed. Oh, are you going to be at the PROC, by the way?
Not this year.
Okay, so somebody, I guess, will be a preacher there that'll be able to let people. Foxy's saying that you'll have an opportunity to be saved there. I guess some folks are looking to be saved, but may not go the traditional places to get saved. So there will be a.
And you don't have to. And I tell people, you don't have to be in sitting at Salmon's Porch Church in front of me to accept Christ as your Savior. You don't have to. Mm-hmm. You can be in your living room. When I got saved, I was in my car. When I actually accepted him.
Understood. Okay.
That don't mean don't go to church. That's a different subject. Okay. Go ahead. I'm a believer, but I'm not religious. I'm not a religious man, so I believe the show has just the right amount without being pushy.
There you go. I'm so pleased and proud.
That's my man, Hero. Hero.
Elijah, just keep doing you. You're doing a great job with it. Listen, I'm just so proud to have you. I feel like the show has stability with you. There is a voice of reason when you're on. You act like a preacher to me in every way, and even when you are what some people might be like consider like you might be talking about weapons or anything like that. But still, there's just a general calming thing from you, and you calm me down all the time because I'd be ready to get it, and it's the so many times you like even how we named the show today. I was ready for the accusatory name.
Oh yeah,
Motorcycle Ministries ain't doing what they're supposed to do, and you're more like, let's just come at it from a teaching aspect, and just that balance. For me, it's really wonderful. I have a few of you guys I'm blessed with. That will be in my background, hitting me up, telling me, "Hey, man, that's too political. Get off of that right now." Man, I'm so lucky. Like Preach from Sucker Free MC, Goldie DeWitt out there, Foxy. I got real hardcore people with boots in my butt for me to be righteous up here. And then I have like my sponsor from the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club, Baker, that saw me 30 years ago and taught me how to ride in the pack, looking at me. I got these people looking at me. I got MacGyver from the Thunder Guards Nation looking at me always. I can't even get sick. I can't even not come on a show. MacGyver's on the phone. Hey, man, are you all right? There's just so many people that have their hands on this show that help it to go the way it's supposed to go. It's almost like it's not even really my show. It's you guys' show because y'all are telling me what to do, which my producer is saying, get your butt off now.
Yeah, I got it. It's about an hour and 25 minutes. I got to go to work. And that's another thing people don't understand. That the pastor has a job. I don't get paid by the church.
We all got jobs.
No. I'm talking about, when we talk about church and ministry and all that, pastor don't get paid by the church. I got a job. I have a career. I've had my own company for 22 years, and then I decided to go back and work for somebody else and do contracting work. That's why I've been working from home forever. So
I used to do what you're doing right now, and I'm glad to be done with it. Hey, Foxy is a high level you. Foxy is bad. That's is bad.
Hold on, let me answer this question. K Black, yes, we broadcast our church services every Sunday. On my Facebook page and on our YouTube page, which is called On the Porch Network. On the Porch Network on YouTube is where you can see all of our church services and our Bible studies. We had some problems with Bible study last night. My computer was acting crazy when it was trying to stream, but I recorded it and put it up there. But On the Porch Network, my Facebook page, and if you want to go to our church Facebook page, it is Solomon's Porch Church on Facebook. Every Sunday and Wednesday.
I don't have your Facebook. I got here's your that's your Cash App for Solomon's Porch. This is your Cash App for you. This is your website. No, prayers at porchville.org.
Yes, the prayers. You go to Facebook/Porchville. That's the Facebook page.
I'll get that up.
Okay.
And somebody was asking how to get in touch with me. You can call me, send a text message, 404-692-0336, flashing at the bottom, 404-692-0336. Okay, it is time for us to get the.
Yeah, we got to go. We got to go.
All right, let me get you your.
I'm in a preaching series in December called Before the Clock Strikes. So a lot of people do they stop 1 year and start up next year when they haven't put a period on the year previous. So this series is to let us have a segue and a merge into 2026. Our theme this year was so let it be written, so let it be done. Our theme next year is called It's High Time, meaning you're either gonna do it now or you're not gonna do it at all.
Hey, Robert says a big reason I watch, even though I am an independent writer and never been in a club, is the way y'all interact with each other. Preacher, keep doing you. Oh,
Blessings on you, my brother. Blessings on you.
That's so beautiful.
Blessings on you. To God be the glory. I take no credit. All right, Black Dragon, let's rock and roll, man.
I was trying to get some Christmas music and my board froze. Man, that's some BS. This board, man. All right, here we go.
Somebody said this episode is cooking. Amen.
Amen.
I don't hear no music, man.
You don't hear no music?
I don't hear anything. That's why I'm looking at you.
I hear the music. I can't believe you don't hear the music. You don't hear the music?
I don't hear anything. I hear you. Oh, boy.
You don't hear the music.
It said, Insane Will said, Black Dragon, you are on the wrong audio. Your mic is on webcam.
You would know. Well, you could have just come in and fixed it. This is some BS, man. My mic is on webcam. Oh my!
I don't need the music. Let me go.
No. We got it fixed right now.
No, I don't need the music, bro. I don't need the music. I still don't hear it. I'm gonna go in a second. 3, 2. Lottie, the On the Porch Network is the best. Oh, blessings on you. All right, I'm going to go. Yo, this y'all boy Logic, Pastor Logic, Solomon's Porch Church here in Dallas, Texas. Hey, I'm the president of God's Warriors Motorcycle Ministry. This has been a wonderful show. Thank y'all for joining. Hey, come again. We'll bring more subjects like this, and in the new year, we're gonna bring more guests on. But listen, if you're out there riding, it's gonna be 80 degrees here in the Metroplex on Christmas Day. If you out there riding like I will be, remember these words: ride hard, ride safe, and always, always ride on faith and keep it logical.
Do you hear the music? Do you hear the music?
Now I'm done now. I hear it now.
Man, this has been a lousy.
I'll be later, Black Dragon. I gotta go.
This has been a lousy glad y'all can hear the music. Man. Maybe you guys could donate some money.
Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money.
Obey.
Donate.
Obey.
Donate. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate some freaking money.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Thanks for tuning in and get skinny. Peace and motorcycle grease.